Hello there everybody. This video is brought to you by Mr. Unknown, and this is the thing he needs to say. I have bipolar turmoil and have consumed the majority of my time on Earth, managing outrageous nervousness and sadness. Obviously, I wound up in a long-term and 2-year relationship with harmed ladies. I surmise about the time I felt it was all I could get, and it in the end caused significant damage. For me, numerous years have been spent concentrating on brain research, nervous system science, and reasoning, attempting to comprehend and settle myself. The entire time I have tried sincerely and become fruitful. In the span of a year, I will claim my home and be without obligation by the age of 31. It's an achievement I have been working on for quite a while, yet I haven't figured out how to track down satisfaction, given my circumstance, yet at last understood my value. I chose to avoid these and any ladies in light of the fact that the pressure of exploring their shallow requirements and needs was not worth the effort to me. I had become Mig-Tao before I heard the expression 2 years before now. Since I found your channel, it has given solace to me in my decision to experience along these lines. I'm normally a self-observer, and how I live now is quite a lot more loose. Other than work, I am basically liberated from outside pressure. I now and never before comprehend ladies. However, the possibility of playing their games just to feel brief looks at adoration or friendship appears to be crazy. There is no longing to have kids, so the prospect of being all alone isn't unnerving. It's really a solace. I develop fortitude from being separated from everyone else and not having somebody drop their concerns on me. It is more straightforward to anticipate what's to come. Perhaps you can unwind a theme from my blustering. Your recordings help many individuals. Keep doing awesome. Well, the main thing I need to impart to everybody is the manner by which Leonardo DiCaprio won't date ladies over the age of 25. When they arrive at their expiry date, that is the point at which he dumps them. He gets along with more youthful ladies, younger than 25, since they have less psychological weight and low dating commercial center worth. These ladies realize that the chances are very great that he will leave them like a pre-owned condom in a parking area. These ladies are in a bad way. Chris Rock generally says that ladies never venture down with regards to status. So assuming you're in your early 20s and you're with DiCaprio and he dumps you, then the chances are that you'll at no point in the future find another man that is seriously amazing. So for what reason make it happen? Why carry on one day to the next like that in the event that you as a lady realize that such a life will reach a conclusion? Maybe the ladies that were with him were trusting that he would fall head over heels a lot further with them and choose to wed one of them. Perhaps they figured it could really assist their displaying with careering in the long run to utilize Leo's associations with getting into acting or conceivably track down a superior person. However, you realize that a portion of these ladies are likely about to wind up becoming disposed of sperm repositories until nobody needs them any longer. Envision when Leo is in his 70s or 80s, a portion of the models he's dating currently offer their story to a paper about how they're destitute and how sometime in the distant past they were with Hollywood sovereignty. Yet, DiCaprio isn't the typical man. So how does this tie into your story, Mr. Unknown? Well, DiCaprio realizes his commercial center worth, and he's utilizing it for his potential benefit to get as much physical intimacy as he can with whatever number of youthful hot ladies as would be prudent and not abandon any posterity. You then again sound like you agreed to 2 ladies in their 20s for a considerable length of time. However, you additionally realize your commercial center worth, and you comprehend that the kinds of ladies that you draw in won't turn out for you over the long haul. The manner in which men believe is somewhat entertaining in this Mig-Tao people group. We either center discussing men that are on the lower part of the intimacy commercial center, that is insoles with no admittance to ladies. We discuss alphas to get the ladies at the top. What we seldom discuss in the Mig-Tao local area is men that are normal or somewhat better than expected that need to make do with ladies that we know are horrible to us. However, our hearts persuade us to clean that piece of garbage and give her a spurt. Dating genuinely blemished ladies negatively affects a person, yet fortunately for you, you didn't appear to give an excess of consideration to the ladies that you're with, and you invested the entire energy trying sincerely, so you could become effective monetarily. You're nearly obligation-free and claim your home inside and out. In a decade, assuming that you work, save, and invest, you can in principle have sufficient cash to resign on and fundamentally put resources into venture properties or blue-chip profit-paying stocks. Great, very much like Leonardo DiCaprio, you understood your worth in the dating commercial center, albeit a much lower esteem, and yet you understood that the choices you have with ladies in their 20s aren't simply mind-blowing. Simply envision how those ladies will seem to be and the way in which they will act when they at last get into their 30s. You likewise notice that you're a characteristic contemplative person. I'm a lot of the same way, and at times I keep thinking about whether having a relationship as a daily existence technique is even a decent one for somebody that likes to mind their own business. When you live with somebody and they bother you, you get progressively upset and you can't unwind. Why'd even bother with resigning as a wedded man, when all you'll do is return home and your better half will grumble to you on the off chance that she's a social butterfly? Likewise, relationship between two contemplative people that don't speak with each other simply implies a development of tension until one of you in the end explodes. So Mr. Mysterious, you're dismissing being with ladies in their mid-20s at this moment, right at the pinnacle of their magnificence in return for your own mental stability and individual headspace. What a world when fair 25-year-old ladies are excessively old and harmed to contend with a man's opportunity and time. There's a motivation behind why ladies in the past used to invest some part more energy into their appearance, since men were more free disapproved than we are today. Is it actually any miracle that since Oprah culture socially designed men into a lot of beta brown noses, that ladies have begun to relinquish their appearance? Feeble men are needier and in this manner are bound to slobber over an uncovered kinkle, how a corpulent individual will slobber over a container of KFC, before they will fit down with some attention. The typical 25-year-old doesn't definitely stand out any longer. The most sizzling 25-year-old person out there doesn't certainly stand out either. However, with the view we're on various pieces of the sexual commercial center, and you both appear to have arrived at comparative yet altogether different ends. George Clooney acted the same way until he got into his 50s and got hitched by then. I truly trust that Leo transforms into following Jack Nicholson and remains single and grinning great into his 80s. What's truly interesting is DiCaprio is seeming to be Nicholson as the years go by. Perhaps he's his more youthful clone. Back in 2006, when they were both on the arrangement of the film The Withdrew, Nicholson advised him to never get hitched and he heeded his guidance. That is all I must say for now. I truly want to believe that you partook in the subject. Remember to crush the like button the way that Leo crushes every one of the supermodels and passes on Ryan Reynolds to tidy up the wreck, bang the bell. Gratitude for taking your day-to-day portion of red pills, and recollect a red pill daily keeps the previous merry-go-round riders more than 25 away. So partake in the remainder of your day and good wishes.